Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the AutoCAD full course 2019, and in this video we're gonna learn how to use the hatching command. But before I begin, this video is gonna be quite long because this command is really crucial for the AutoCAD and you are gonna use it a lot. And it's really important to know everything about the hatching command and how to use it properly when you are drawing and how to speed up your drawing with this command. Now, as usual, there are several ways to access this command just by clicking on the icon or just going to view or just type it on screen, as we learned in the last videos. If you haven't watched my videos yet, so I recommend you just to go back and watch them, then catch up with the lessons. Okay, then before I click on the icon, let me draw something simple. I'm gonna draw an rectangular, a circle maybe. Let me draw right here. Okay, I'm gonna offset this circle. Like that. I'm gonna offset again and again, like that. I'm gonna use an arc, as we learned in the last video. Start, center, and end. This is the start, center, and the end. Okay, I'm gonna mirror this one. I'm gonna use this as my quadrant, like that. Give it no. Okay, I'm gonna go over and click on the hatching command. Now, a palette like that will pop up for you. Now, by clicking on the pick a point, picking a point simply means that you pick a point inside an closed area. If you click inside here, you're gonna hatch this area. If you click here, you're gonna hatch this area and any closed area, like that. If you click on select, you'll select an object individually. If I click on the whole rectangular, he's gonna hatch the whole rectangular. If I click on the circle, he's gonna hatch the individual circle itself because it's one. But let me click here. Now, as you saw that he hatched the circle, but if I click on this arc, he won't hatch the arc because it's not a closed object. But if I go and draw a line like that, let me just delete the hatching. So I draw a line. If I join them together, the line and the arc, I type join. Now they are just one object. If I go again and click on select, if I click on the arc, he's gonna hatch it. Okay. Now let's go back. And the battering, there are several batterings that you can choose from. Their bricks, there are actually a lot. So you just go there and check them out, and there are several. Like if I choose bricks, click here, there are some bricks, but you can't see them right now because the scale, you can scale them from here. Now we can go from here to choose the battering. You want a solid, or if you wanted gradient like that, or if you wanted a normal battering, or just go and use the user defined, which gives you a normal hatching with lines, normal lines. Now the color of the hatching, you can choose it from here. You can choose it by a layer or by block. Now layer and block, we're gonna go over these things in the next videos. But for now, you can choose color from here. You can color them, or you can choose from here any color you want to specify a color. More color you can find here. The color of the background of the hatching, you can choose it from here, and you can choose any color you want. And the same here, you can choose more colors. Now the transparency you can make it by layer, or use the current, or by block, or use the transparency value. You can apply any value you want. Right here you can type maybe 10 or 100 or whatever you want. I'm gonna keep it 0. The angle of the hatching, the angle is just the angle of the lines right here. If I make it on 30, click enter, as you saw, the hatching is right now in 30 angle. The scale, if you want to make these lines bigger or smaller, you can scale them from here. You can just go and scale them from this arrow, or just scale them down from this arrow, or just by typing the scale factor you want, like that. Now the properties is just the layer, what layer you want it to be, and we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna go over these things in the next videos. The double, you can just double the hatching. It says origin, you can just choose the origin point of the hatching, just like that. If you want, set any origin you want of the hatching. Now associative hatching. Associative hatching is really important to know. Now, if I click here, if I hatch this area, or let me draw something simpler, more normal rectangular. Let me draw another one right here. Now, if I hatch this one as a normal hatching, let me pick a point. I hatch it. This is normal. Now, if I move or do anything or apply anything on this rectangular, if I move this vertex or do anything or change the shape of this rectangular, the hatching will stay the same. But if I hatch this rectangular with associative hatching, then I try to change anything on this rectangular, as you see, the hatching moves and changes with the object. So this is just the difference between the associative and non-associative hatching. Now the annotative is simply this scaling the object or the hatching in a proper scale, so you can see it when you print. Just simple as that. If I use annotative hatching, I'm gonna hatch it, but when I print, that will adjust with the plot, with the paper that I print with. So this is just the difference. The match properties is just taking a property of this hatching and apply it on any hatch or any object I want. If I click here and hatch anything, he's gonna take the properties from here and apply it right here. Now create separate hatch, outer island detection. Now before I go to this command, let me just delete all the hatches right here, just to make it clear, just to clear the way for this command. Okay, let me use the outer. If I use a normal island detection and apply it here, he's gonna hatch this one and leave the other one, then hatch it, the other one. Just one, not one by one, not hatch it all the way, but just leave some spaces between them. But let me delete it and go over again. Now I use the outer island and click on this. He's gonna hatch the outer, just the outer, the edge of that shape without hatching the inside of the object. Okay, going over and back to the ignore island detection. If I click here, if I choose this, he's gonna ignore the areas between the hatching edge and the inside. So this is the difference between them, and this is really important to know about the island detection. Now send behind the boundaries, you just simply send the hatching behind the boundaries, or just bring him back to the front. Just some in another word, just making the hatching underneath the lines or upward the lines. Send it back, just simply send it back behind the lines or the rectangle or the shape you want to hatch. This is the same for all of the others. Bringing him back, send it behind boundaries, or bringing it in front of the boundary, or do not assign. So just like that, and you can click here to close this palette, just like that. Now that was pretty much what we have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm really sorry for the long video. I hope you will subscribe for the channel and stay tuned for another video. Thank you again, and see you soon.